is unknown, but I was hearing that gang units were serving a search warrant at the residence of this person, so could possibly be for that reason that this person took off. They know where he lives, so at this point this does not appear to be a stolen car because they were able to run the plates. They know it belongs to this guy. The car itself is an older model vehicle. Hard to tell exactly what it is as he slows down here as he runs the red. But some sort of older model vehicle, either silver or gold in color. I did notice that there appears to be a passenger as well in that front seat, but beyond that, very difficult to tell if anybody else is inside as these windows are darkly tinted. But again, this is the LAPD's Hollenbeck division that is in pursuit. This is a chase that started at about 8:10 is the time. Continuing here on Mission Road near 4th Street, entering downtown Los Angeles. For a second, the driver had opened his door in the area of Mission and First, so they're wondering if perhaps he tossed something out. So there are units heading that way to check out that area and see if they find anything. He is coming to a stop just under the bridge, so let's see. Oh, never mind. He's going to keep going. So he had stopped there momentarily just for a second. Just going to be popping out around the bend there, unless he just U-turned. So let's see. Yep, there he is. Again, at this point, the want is unknown, but I am hearing that gang units are serving a search warrant at this person's residence. And the residence is nearby, actually, in the downtown LA area, roughly. So this person is close to home, so he's likely very familiar with the streets here as he continues to zigzag here through the streets of downtown Los Angeles, now on 7th Street. So 7th Street Bridge here over the LA River, continuing into downtown LA. Now, it always gets very difficult when a chase enters downtown Los Angeles. We've got a lot of buildings to contend with. Of course, there's also a police helicopter overhead, other media helicopters as well. So there's a lot of things that we got to dodge up here from News Chopper 4. But again, this pursuit continues to make its way through downtown Los Angeles, 7th Street at Decanter, I think. And here's a look at some of the units behind it. I haven't shown that to you yet. I was staying focused there on the suspect vehicle as he comes up to a light that's about to change on him, and he makes that southbound turn onto Alameda. Again, older model car, unknown number of occupants, but I did notice that there was a front passenger. I saw what looked to be about a half a dozen LAPD units behind him as well. And of course, you still have that police helicopter overhead. And as he enters the downtown LA area, it becomes increasingly difficult to follow him because of those buildings. So we'll see if he doesn't try to lose police in one of the tunnels here in the area or even a parking structure. It's going to be very difficult, though, with this many units directly behind him. He just made that turn eastbound on Olympic. There's a very big building there in the way, so we should see him come out the other side here in just a sec. I'll keep a wide shot as he comes out. So Olympic from Alameda. Okay, just under the freeway there. Now police are asking for spike strips. They wanted to spike him, but now it's not really going to be possible. He's getting on the freeway. So we're going to be getting on the 10 freeway here. He was actually on the 10 freeway when we first picked him up during this pursuit. So back on the 10 freeway yet again, coming right under us here for just a second, but that'll let me give me the opportunity to show you how many units are behind him. So it does look to be about 5 units here of the LAPD behind this guy. And he's still in one of the collector lanes here. Okay, there we go. Let's see what freeway he ends up on as he completes the transition. This is the eastbound 10 that turns into the 5 freeway. This is exactly where we were when the police chase began, or at least when we first heard about it. So what the freeway does here, it goes eastbound 10, becomes northbound 5, and then if you want to continue on the 10, you can do that. But you can also continue northbound 5, which is what this driver did earlier, and then he exited at Mission and then was on surface streets here for a little bit before jumping back on the freeway just a second ago. LAPD is asking for permission to pit if the conditions are right, so they're still waiting to get permission from the watch commander in order to do that. But slowing down here just a touch. The speeds aren't crazy. We're looking at about 40 miles an hour or so, which is perfect for a pit, so we'll see if they do that. But it looks like we're going to exit 4th Street. So exiting 4th Street. Earlier we exited Mission, now we're exiting 4th off of the northbound 5 freeway. This is going to get him right back on the freeway. Yep, back on the freeway here in Boyle Heights. Again, LAPD's Hollenbeck Division in pursuit. At this point, we don't have the WAMPA. We know that the chase started at around 8:10, so pretty much right when we came overhead. And the one thing I did hear on the scanner about a possible want would be that they said that they had some of their gang units serving a search warrant at this person's home. Now, it's unclear to me if the person was home when the warrant was being served and they saw police and they just took off, or if the whole warrant situation is completely separate from the pursuit. So still waiting to get a confirmation here from LAPD about that, but we are now off of Cesar Chavez and Britannia Street, residential area, adjacent to the 5 freeway, just on the east side of it. LAPD now has permission to pit when the timing and situation is right. In order for that to happen, he has to be going 35 miles an hour or less. The vehicle is the perfect size for a pit. And the street needs to be wide open and uncongested in order for them to perform a successful pit, which in this situation, obviously, that is not the case. It's a very busy street with lots of cars parked on either side. But as he comes out to Daly, now this is the type of street you'd want to pit on because there's not that many vehicles, no vehicles parked. So again, when the situation or it feels right, then LAPD units have been given the permission to perform a pit maneuver, but it looks like we're getting back on the freeway as he approaches the 5 freeway yet again. But it looks like this is going to be the 10 freeway, so westbound 10 freeway. And this is wrong way on the 10 freeway, so hopefully he just makes a safe U-turn, but he's under the overpass right now. So this is, again, the 10 freeway. He went wrong way, and he stopped under there. They're thinking they might have bailed. So I'm going to ask my pilot, George, George, could we orbit it to the right and see if we can see anyone running under there? Okay, so we're going to bring News Chopper 4 around again. We're on the 10 freeway. I'll give you a cross here in just a second. So it's a 10 at State. Again, the car is under the overpass there. We know that for sure. Police have not seen it come out, but they are thinking that these guys may have ditched the car there and bailed. There's the back end of the vehicle now. So let's see what we see here as we come around. I do see the passenger door is open. So passenger door open. Let's see, I don't see the driver door open, but the passenger door is open. I haven't seen anyone running, but that car may have picked them up, is what police are thinking. So I'm going to stick with this car for just a second. We don't know for sure if this car picked them up or not. This car could have just been trying to go around them. But police are thinking that they should follow this car just in case But again, the other vehicle was blocking the ramp, so it could be a situation where this driver just decided to slowly go around the car, but police aren't sure. So for that reason, they want to get a unit behind this vehicle and try to bring them to a stop so they can figure that out. Based off of the driving behavior, though, this person is completely complying here with the rules of the road. It does not give me the sense that this person is trying to evade police in any way. It looks like this vehicle was likely just trying to go around that stopped pursuit vehicle. So yeah, what they're saying is the airship is going to stay with this car. The airship is staying on this car. They want to try to get some units behind him so that they can pull him over and see if, in fact, this vehicle stopped to get anyone. I'm going to venture to say no, just because the driving behavior is very normal for someone who is just simply driving around. So at this point, unknown, but the airship just wants to, out of an abundance of caution, talk to whoever's in this vehicle and see if perhaps they stopped to pick up any of the suspects that were in that pursuit vehicle. So yeah, airship is still on this car. I know he's got him, and I'm going to move back to the pursuit vehicle now so we can see what that situation looks like. Some units are arriving there to clear the vehicle, make sure that nobody else is still inside. I see one guy walking around there. Being detained. So they're detaining that person, and they're going to clear the car, but what they're saying is they are still looking for one more. You noticed that the passenger door was open earlier, so they're still looking for another individual. They're going to pop the trunk to make sure nobody's hiding there in the back. And I do hear that the police ship is also focusing on a home nearby. So I'm going to widen out the shot so I can show you what that looks like. They're looking at this home there off of Ashandia. The airship is obviously equipped with special technology on board that allows them to detect heat sources. So based off of that, they were able to use their FLIR camera to detect a heat source in the backyard of this home. So that is why you see these LAPD units now arriving on scene to take a look at the backyard of this home to figure out if the second person that they're looking for is somewhere on this property. Right off our nose. Do you think we could scoot a little closer? Because, yeah, they're looking at the homes right off the freeway. They're just on the south side of it. We do have another chase as well, though. It's 10 at La Cienega. Okay, since this is now a suspect search, let's go to the other one. It's 10 at La Cienega, so 10 approaching the 405. For all of you listening online, we of course thank you for your viewership. I hate to leave this without giving you a resolution here, but I can tell you one person's in custody. They're still looking for the second one, but we do have another chase to go to, so we're going to peel off for that. That is the LAPD's Newton Division that is in pursuit. One is kidnapping, so we're going to aim for that, and I'll keep the shot up so you can see what that looks like as we head there. I've also got a working fire here in the South LA area, so I'm not going to have George stop for the fire. I just want to show it to you as we approach. This is near 42nd and Avalon. Looks like a tree fire. So I'm going to show you the tree fire as George continues flying to the west so we can catch up with this LAPD in pursuit of a kidnapping suspect.